Hi, everyone. My name is Bobby Nicholson, and I'm the founder of ACTPrep.com. This is our video series on how to go to college tuition free. This video covers 5 simple changes you can make to quickly improve your ACT scores. The first item is to stop skimming. The ACT is a test of attention to detail. Many students are skimming over the passages, questions, and answers, missing the exact details that the ACT is testing for. Some of you would do so much better if you simply slowed down and read closer. And many students, when they hear that advice, worry, how am I supposed to finish the test if I'm slowing down? And that brings us to our second tip for today, which is stop worrying about finishing the test. If you scored below a 21, which about half of students around the world do, that means you probably got fewer than half of the questions correct on most of the sections of the test. So many of you are rushing through the beginning of the test where the questions are easier, missing questions that you could have gotten correct so that you can get to the end of the test where you're less likely to get those questions correct. If you simply slow down, make sure you're getting all the questions correct that you try, and don't worry about finishing the test, a lot of you would do way better. In fact, you might be surprised how few questions you need to answer to score a 28 on each of the different sections of the test. To score a 28, you only need to finish 3 of the 4 passages on reading, 5 of the 7 passages on science, 4 of the 5 passages on English, and 40 of the 60 questions on math. That is assuming that you get those questions correct and guess on the ones that you don't try, but many more of you are capable of doing that than you realize. So next time you take a test, slow down, pay attention to those details, and stop worrying about finishing the test. Concerning mastering the timing on the test, our recommendation for today is to skip questions. This is very awkward at first for a lot of students, but it can make a huge difference, especially on test day. One of the biggest problems on the actual test day is students getting stuck on problems and wasting a ton of time trying to answer it. They often still get the question wrong and regularly get the next question or 2 wrong as well because they start to rush. This can all be avoided if you get in the habit of skipping questions as soon as you realize that it's going to take you longer than a minute. We specifically recommend a 3-round system of skipping questions. The first round is getting all the easy questions you instantly know how to do in a fairly short amount of time and skipping all the others. The second round is where you focus on the ones you know how to do, but might take you a little longer. And if you get to a third round, it's usually comprised of 3 to 5 questions you can probably figure out even though you don't know a good way to do it. Now, last but not least, we're going to talk about guessing strategies. Just to make sure we're all on the same page, I'm guessing most of you know what letter you should always guess. So in your mind, please answer the question, what letter should you always guess? You answered C. You got some easy points coming your way because the letter you really shouldn't ever guess is C. Just about every school in America is recommending to students to guess C/the middle answer. The ACT knows this, and that is why on the last 10 questions on the math test and many questions where they know students are more likely to guess, they rarely make the answer C. Therefore, it is best to pick a letter of the day and just choose that each time you guess. But you certainly do want to fill in every answer on every test. And that's all we got for you today. If you found this video useful, we would certainly appreciate your help in spreading the word about ACTPrep.com. And we will do our best to keep posting a different video each week. See you then.